everyone. Today I'll be discussing about stringer beads in flat positions as well as the materials and the procedure on how to deposit stringer beads in flat position. But before that, let's discuss first the objectives. The objectives of our study are: first, prepare all the materials needed in stringer beads in flat position. Second, demonstrate stringer beads in flat position. And last, observe safety precaution in welding process. Before we proceed to our actual performance, let's discuss first the materials. First, we're going to use A6013 electrode with the diameter of 3.2 mm and a mild steel plate with 6 inches length, 4 inches width, and with a thickness of 3/8. And then we're going to proceed the tools needed and equipment needed for stringer beads in flat position. We're going to use a chipping hammer, steel brush. Of course, we also need bench vise for preparation of base metal and the positioner or welding positioner. And then also we're going to use our PPE or personal protective equipment. So, and of course, for the equipment, we're going to use a welding machine. Okay, the first procedure is to prepare all the materials, tools, and equipment needed in stringer bead in flat position. As you can see, class, we already prepared the materials and the tools needed for this performance. Second is set up the welding machine. I'm going to discuss the procedures on how to deposit stringer beads in flat position. First procedure is to prepare everything, to prepare the tools, materials, and equipment needed in this performance. And don't forget to wear your personal protective equipment. The second procedure is to set up the welding machine. Set up all the welding accessories and then proceed to setting up the welding current or amperage setting. Set the welding current to between 90 to 120. For today, we're going to use 100. Okay, for today's activity, we're going to use 110 amperes. The third procedure is to lay the plate flat on the welding table or welding positioner. The next procedure is strike an arc on the first line of the plate. But before that, you must do the scratching and tapping method. Next procedure is when the arc is established, position the electrode at 75-degree travel angle and 90-degree work angle. Next, continue welding until you reach the end of the line. Okay, then after depositing the stringer beads, we're going to remove the slugs. In removing the slugs, always remember that you should wear your safety goggles. And then, after wearing your PPE or your safety goggles, use chipping hammer to remove the slugs and as well as the steel brush. In removing the slugs, kailangan po palayo po yung pagtiktik po natin or pag-chip po natin ng slug. Hindi po siya pwedeng punta sa iyo. Dapat away from you. Clean the weld using chipping hammer and steel brush. Use goggles when chipping, and the direction of chipping should be away from you. Next, inspect the weld run, and then last is finish all the laid out lines.